Take your marks.
Listen to the crowd.
This is a remarkable performance.
A world record, Deadly. Have you ever seen anything like it?
He can't believe it, but it just happened.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our very first edition of About Last Night Singapore. My name's John Mason. I'm going to be hosting the entire week, and joining me for this World Championships is the incredible Elizabeth Beisel. Beisel, I'm so excited to have you back here.
I'm just happy you called me.
Of course.
We had so much fun in Budapest, and now we're here in Singapore for long course World Championships. And I know that you've been here for a minute, but we're covering all the other aquatic sports, but we're about to start swimming. And you kind of mentioned earlier that there's a shift in energy. Can you talk about that?
Definitely. We were sort of saying, it's been a long stint, but I came into the pool this morning and all of the athletes are now here getting warmed up. Tomorrow is day one, and you can feel it in the air that it's a World Championships. There's something that happens at a World Championships, at an Olympic Games, these big meets, and it's a shift. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but it's in the air.
And it matters.
Definitely.
This is the biggest meet since the Olympics last summer, and with it being a year after the Olympics, I feel like most of the athletes, at least especially when I was competing the year after the Olympics at Worlds, it's almost a little bit lighter, a little bit more fun, and I feel like maybe that's the energy that you're feeling, and it's so palpable, and you can just tell that everybody is so excited to get back on the main stage. And you said you talked to them about the pool, right?
Oh, yes,
some of the athletes.
So I was chatting to some of them when they first came in, and they were saying it feels like it's going to be fast, which makes me really excited because maybe we'll see a bunch of world records go, we'll see some incredible racing. I think the racing in general is going to be amazing already. We have the best athletes on the planet, so I'm excited to get into it tomorrow for day one. But before we do that, I want to come to you because Beisel wasn't with James and I in Budapest to do our preview.
That's right.
So I want to get your thoughts. Who are some of the athletes, male and female, that our viewers should be keeping their eye out for throughout this 8 days of racing?
Like you said, best athletes in the world are here, so every single one. But I think on the men's side, a race that I'm very excited for is the men's 100 freestyle because we have all three returning podium people from Paris last summer. That's Pan, Kyle Chalmers, and David Popovici. And I feel like Popovic, a couple months ago, was 46.7.
Crazy.
The only guy entered under 47, so I feel like he is on fire. Won a best time, so that bodes well for what he might be doing here. And then on the women's side,
You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
Okay. If I'm going for who I think might have the most versatily impressive meet, I would have to go with Summer McIntosh. She's on the heels of Ledecky in those freestyle, especially the 800 freestyle, but then you have Ledecky, who just broke a world record in the 800, and then you have a Gretchen Walsh, and how do I choose?
I'm not going to be cruel. I'm not going to make
It's a good problem to have.
They've been performing so well in season, along with some of these other men as well. And I really think all eyes are going to be on certain names. This obviously it's a World Championships. Anything can happen. They're competing against the best in the world, but there really are, I think, going to be some performances that blow us out of the water, so to speak.
Look at you go. And I will say, it is a very interesting year with it being that post-Olympic year where we have somebody like Léon Marchand who has actively taken rest from the sport. So we have really no idea what to expect from him this weekend. Regan Smith, similar. It's like they might be on fire. Or maybe not. I don't know.
It makes it kind of fun.
It does.
It makes it kind of fun.
Yeah, it's kind of like a clean slate. I love it. Yes.
Absolutely. And you guys are going to be in for a real treat. So we're going to keep this small and just talk about day one. We're going to focus on that because that kicks off tomorrow. This time tomorrow, we will have done our heats and we'll know who is going to be making it into the finals for day one. We're going to be crowning 4 world champions there. We have 4 races on day one. So let's talk through that. We're starting with that men's 400.
Yep, men's 400 freestyle.
Yep.
You ran into Lucas Martins earlier, who has just recently broken his world record, or Paul Biederman's record. How is he feeling? Did you kind of get a read on him?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, he was feeling good, and I think, as you spoke about, I heard on your podcast sort of talking about that going from one German to another. I'm so happy that finally went. I was just gutted that I wasn't there to watch it. So we'll see, maybe he'll be able to do it. But we were chatting about the Germans have really, really been on fire of late, and we saw Florian do 4 gold medals over in that open water, which was
incredible,
crazy. When I spoke to Lucas, and he sort of said he's going to carry that through. He's like, I'm going to ride that wave, and it's the first race out the gate. It's a big one. It's also a stacked field, but I know him being the world record holder and swimming the way he has done in season seems to be coming in with a lot of eyes on him.
Yeah, and there is something to be said for that German, especially mid-distance to distance freestyle program.
Definitely.
And that momentum that they have from open water. So I'm so excited for that race. And then we have the women's 400 freestyle, which features everybody.
Literally.
We have Summer McIntosh, we have Lonnie Pallister, we have Katie Ledecky, we have, it's incredible. And I feel like this is going to be one of the highlights of the week because it's one of those races where it could be anybody's day tomorrow.
Definitely. And we were saying, you've got Summer and you've got Ledecky and stuff, but seeing Lani, the first year in this Olympic cycle, break that 4-minute barrier at her nationals as well, like she is on form. And it might not necessarily be what happens here, but I'm super excited to see what she does over the next 4 years in that build up to LA 28. But like you say, it's stacked. Like that could go any way. So we've got 2 fantastic individual events to sort of start us off on this World Championships journey. And then we're finishing with a bang. I love relays. They're some of my favorite races to watch. You never know which way they're going to go. And it's the men's and women's 4x100 meter freestyle. So why don't we start with the women?
Okay, the women. We have 4 5,200 freestylers on the American team. I say we. Sorry, I'm American. I know. I just showed my bias. But that is a stacked team. And the first time that I think the Americans have a very, very realistic way to kind of push Australia.
Yes.
And those are your people, I know. But I think this is going to come down to the U.S. and Australia. And this is a big, big moment if the U.S. can overtake Australia, because this has kind of been the Aussies' relay for a little bit, but I feel like the Americans have kind of been catching up.
Yeah, and
what is your
nice to
take?
see. I mean, I feel exactly that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the Australians have been so dominant. Australia and their sprint freestyle, especially in the female program, is like insane and always has been. It's unbelievable. And I think over the last few years, they really have been a dominating force in that for quite a few years. So when I saw those 4 girls at US Trials go 52, I was like, it's going to be a race.
Yeah.
And I mean, listen, I'm Australian, you're American.
I know.
Whoever wins it is going to be the best in the world, but it's going to be a really fun one for us to watch, and so certainly for you guys at home as well. And we've got the men's 4x1 as well,
which is kind of similar, right?
Yeah.
US, Australia, we got Great Britain, we have China. It's one of those ones that maybe isn't as clear with 2 front runners as the women's race, but I think featuring all of these incredible 4x100 freestyle athletes will also be a great indicator for what we can see in that 100 freestyle that I mentioned earlier later on in the meet. But I don't know. I want to choose the Americans.
Well, that's just national pride.
Yeah.
But I mean, it really, in my opinion, that could go anyway. Each team has world-class dominating athletes, but they also have the best of the best. China's got Pan Zhangli, world record holder, 46.4, which is crazy from China. We have Cole Chalmers for Australia, Jack Alexei going 46.9. So it really is more broad and more wide open, but I think this is going to be a fantastic day one.
I think so too.
And I think you guys are in for a real treat, 100%.
And we're very lucky to be covering it for you all, and I hope you all enjoy it because it's going to be electric. It'll be incredible. And we're just going to do exactly what we did in Budapest. We have fun and we watch fast swimming.
I could not think of a better way to spend my summer. I could not think of a better way to spend my summer. So make sure you guys are tuning in. We're going to be recapping live every single night after finals. About last night, you can find us at World Aquatics and their YouTube page. Like, subscribe, do all those sorts of things. But from Beisel and I, we're in for a really exciting week, and we'll see you throughout